everyone, it's Noelle again, and we're here talking more finance. So today for you, I have a website called 360 Degrees of Financial Literacy. So that's found at 360financialliteracy.org. And I'm going to post that at the end of the presentation with the Facebook post and everything. But this is a resource that is recommended by reference librarians, and I've been exploring it a little bit this week, and I have to say I'm a super fan. This website, compared to if you were tuning in last week when we were talking about some law resources, it kind of is run a lot the same, where the website Justia was managed by a lot of like lawyers and things like that, where you could ask questions. 360 Degrees is run much the same. This website is run by certified public accountants. So any kinds of questions that you have about your personal finance are going to be answered in the most expert way possible. So, so far I'm really liking the layout of this whole thing. And it's really great, I think, for people who are sure that they want to have a good financial future, but they're just unsure of how to get there. So this part over here, getting started, is a great place to begin. And if you go to this page, what you're going to see is that they're constructing a plan for you based on what sorts of goals that you want to achieve. So they're encouraging you to click 3 and then see where you can start making your financial plan. So say that you want to pay off debt, but you're also thinking about your retirement, and maybe you want to change your career. You're just feeling a mess. You can make your plan. So this is giving you some useful tips on what you should do going forward, and also encourages that you do some research into how you can achieve those goals, and they include some useful links here. But basically, this is just a checklist of things that you need to start thinking about to achieve those goals. So I think that's really cool, because a lot of us just are totally unsure of how to get started. So that's a really nice option that they have here for you. And then there's some other things for like planning ahead and mastering credit card debt, managing your money, all good stuff. So if you go back home, just to the main screen here, you'll notice that there's a few different topics here. So under topics, they have a couple more concentrated things, like maybe you want to talk about credit and debt here. So it's going to kind of talk a little bit about credit cards here, and just trying to navigate those, because I know that in today's world it's so easy to just get wrapped up in it, and then suddenly before you know it you have 6 credit cards and you had not planned on having 6 credit cards. So this is just kind of going through, you know, some of the pros and cons that you have when getting involved with having X number of credit cards, and just how to financially manage all of that without everything getting out of control. And then over here, there's going to be some calculators for mortgage required income, college savings, and then videos to cover certain topics. Now they're saying personal finance 101, 201, 301. As I navigated through, they're really more just organized in a certain way. This is starting with the basics. So they're talking about budgeting, student loans, college costs, debt management, savings. So that's pretty baseline. And then if you go to 201, you're going to get that credit card stuff again, credit card reports, taxes, fraud and identity theft, spending 201, goal setting, banking, and then finally 301. And that's going to be money minutes, personal finance, boosting retirement savings, emergency preparedness, important documents, quick moves, how to make sure your employee benefits work for you, teaching children about money management. We talked a little bit about that earlier, so this might be another great area for you to check out if you're a parent. Grow your money by making it work for you, investing basics. So this is all a lot of really great information for those of us who just kind of want to get started thinking about how to manage all the finances. And then what I really liked too is if you had any kind of concentrated questions, you can go to the Ask the Money Doctor area. So before we do that, let's just get a look-see here. These are the certified public accountants who volunteer with the site here, and they will answer all of your questions to the best of their ability. So that's just showing them, and there's 2 pages. And then it just kind of talks a little bit about their credentials and their profiles. But in any case, if you go back here, you can read some of the past questions and answers. And some of them I noticed were pretty serious. So I was really happy to see that the accountants were taking all of the questions pretty seriously here. This person is talking about, do I need legal representation for this car that I thought I wanted and then I didn't anymore? So they're advising them about how to move forward with that. And then, you know, maybe that they don't need legal representation, but here's a source you can use. So this is really great for somebody who's just totally not sure what to do and they're looking for some advice. So if you want to comb through the past questions, maybe that you can find the one that pertains to yourself, or if you're not wanting to do that, you can go back to submit a question, put in your email address, your state, and what your question is. I'm not a robot. And then somebody will get back to you. And this is just giving you a little standard disclaimer there. So that was just a really quick overview, but I really love this website. I think finance is something that a lot of us can be quite nervous about going into, but I really like what they're doing here, and I think this is a great resource. So we hope that you use it and that this proves helpful to you or somebody you know in some way. And thank you very much for watching, and tune in for more videos.